A parade and service in the village of Constantine today, remembering our fallen soldiers. But the cemetery where that Memorial Day service happened, a haunting place for many people in that town, including Constantine's police chief. Now, someone dumped 11-year-old Jodi Parrack's body in the village cemetery more than 6 years ago. The chief came out of retirement to help solve the case. WSBT's Kelli Stopczynski talked with him today, and Kelli, he's about to retire again.
At the end of this week, Rick, May 30th is actually his last day on the job, but Chief Jim Bedell says it's still his mission to figure out who killed Jodi Parrack.
I took this job 5 years ago, and there hasn't been a day go by that I haven't thought about this case.
Constantine Police Chief Jim Bedell saw his share of homicide investigations as a Michigan State Police detective. But it's the case that happened 8 years after he retired from MSP, haunting him more than any others.
The homicide is, a terrible act, and when it's committed on an 11-year-old girl, it's, it's to me unbearable.
Bedell knew Constantine's village manager through his job as a warrant officer, tracking down deadbeats. In 2009, the village manager asked Bedell if he'd step in and take over the Parrack case. Officers on St. Joseph County, Michigan's task force dedicated to solving the case got called back to their day jobs. So Bedell contacted Michigan State Police.
I asked them if they could possibly assign one trooper to help me, and they assigned 4. I was very happy.
Then he went beyond the call of duty, organizing a fundraiser to put this headstone on Parrack's grave.
I went to her grave site, and there was a little homemade headstone that her friends made. It was just sad that the family couldn't afford to purchase a headstone for her.
All the while, he worked the case. Last month, police arrested former Constantine Reserve Officer Ray McCann. He's charged with perjury in the case, not her murder. Bedell and the cold case team are hopeful McCann can lead them to Parrack's killer.
Her body was laying basically right in here.
Days from retirement, Bedell knows he's running out of time to solve the case as police chief.
Yeah, it's very frustrating, but it's hard to put into words.
But he vows he'll stay on it as long as he's alive.
Today's Memorial Day. Our parade comes down right past her house. It's kind of a little hats off to her. So, and then we come to the cemetery where her body was found. This seems kind of appropriate.
Bedell says he's already talked with the village manager about staying on the department part-time, continuing to help with the case if he can. He says that's probably what's going to happen. So he's technically supposed to retire, not retiring all the way.
And Kelli, this investigation, it continues moving forward.
That's right. There's still a lot police can't talk about. We know, though, he told me today, Ray McCann's DNA not found on Jodi Parrack's body. That's interesting. Lawyers in the case expected to meet tomorrow to see if they can move forward with the preliminary exam court date set for McCann for later this week in the case.
Obviously, they're hoping they can put closure to this eventually.
Might take some time, though.
Kelli, thanks.